Hello, this is Palico Patch and welcome back to more of the Curious Expedition Alpha 28, which is a bit of an aesthetically pleasing update from Alpha 27. Lots of new backgrounds, a few more intricate details, doesn't lose the charm though, which is nice to know. They haven't messed with it too much. And it looks like we're pretty much on the countdown to version 1 now, I would say. It's going to be about a month until the next update, so that would say to me that they are just fine-tuning things. But that's fine, that's fine. We're enjoying the game. As you can see from my playthrough, it's a pretty complete game already. All they can do is add little things now. All the major things are there. So we're cracking on. We are with Johan Huizinga? Something like that. Anyway, Johan, good guy, top guy. We're doing very well. We're almost 1,000 points ahead of our nearest rival. We're going into Expedition 4, which means technically I can start playing it safe now. So if we are fearing that we're going to die, I can just get that hot air balloon and get on out of here. And although we'll lose some points, as long as we bring something back, we can just keep ourselves teetering towards the top and we should be okay. Should being the specific word there. Don't look too deeply into this. Now, last time we played on a desert. It was fun. We found a lot of stuff, bar one item on the entire map. Brought back quite a few goodies. It was a little bit tricky at times. We got a bit waylaid. We've let down the guy who wanted us to complete it in 80 days. But apart from that, it was okay. But now we have nothing but buried pyramids to find. And buried pyramids are a lot more difficult because we have the totems to find to make them rise up out of the floor. So I think this time around we're going to go back to the jungle. Something we know and I wouldn't say love, but we are, you know, happy with as much as you can be happy with this game. So let's crack on. After being too excited to sleep, I arrived at the docks. The crew had preparations left to do, so I saw if there was anything I could do. A tragic message reached me. I learned that Riad had passed away after a short and deadly outbreak of an unknown sickness. He would be severely missed by myself. What a pity to go out this way. The gentleman appeared at the port with a smirk on his face. He reminded me of a challenge that I accepted. Unfortunately, I took too long. I wonder if this would have an impact on my reputation. Oh my God, Riad! What happened, man? Oh, it's going ever so well. I let my translator run off with a native because I thought I had a solid group. I thought that was it. We were good. And you just go and throw me this curveball and die. And now we're 2 people short and we're going into an expedition where I've got to find a buried pyramid. So selfish. So selfish. Jeez. A woman approached me with a request. She told me about her missing husband, a former adventurer who never returned from his last expedition. She begged me to try and find him, and if he was still alive, return him to her arms. Well, yeah, Irene Dutton. I will try for you, Irene. No promises, but I will try for you. I nodded gratefully and promised to find her loved one. I was delighted to see that the boarding of our ship had attracted some attention. I was approached by several capable persons that were eager for adventure. Who did I want to recruit? So it would appear that we have some sort of cult within the dock section today, and we've just got some idle cultists standing around. We have Christopher Clark, who's wearing an eye patch. That's a +1 for you straight away, sir. We have Theophilus Archibald, the cultist, and we have Jerusha Spencer, the cultist. Now, they all get the same advantages of eating cocoa leaves. But he's got kleptomania. He's a racist. And he has nothing. So, Jerusha Spencer, you're not wearing an eye patch, but we won't hold that against you. You will do. We could use a cultist. And welcome to Jerusha Spencer in our trek. At last, the vessel is ready to put out to sea. So, let's buy some equipment. We definitely can't, or can we afford? Can we afford to update the donkey? No, we can't. No. Right, so we definitely need alcohol. We're not fussed about the treasure pendulum. How much are torches? We could have the torches. We're going to find bullets on the way. We're in a jungle, so we've got rope. So how much can we buy machetes? Yeah, that's a good amount. We can always trade the dynamite because we've got loads of dynamite. We can get rid of the water as soon as we get there. We can even keep it on the boat. and then take it if we go to another desert biome next time. So yeah, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. My heart jumped with joy as I heard that the vessel was ready to head for distant shores. Got to put my teeth in today. So let's go. Expedition 4, getting incrementally harder. Oh dear. And we're sailing in again. Seems like they fixed that bug where you just arrive in a pond. Like the TARDIS. After barely surviving one of the most monstrous thunderstorms I have ever witnessed on a ship, we finally reached the shore of our expedition area. We had arrived and it was time to start exploring. Okie dokie. So, let's get rid of the water. There's no point taking that. We've done this bit. Okay. Right, so, let's go. So, is it a 6 region? It is now a 6 region. This is when it gets difficult, leader. So, we have 3 in here. We have this, that, and another. We could always jump on top of the hill afterwards, though. Or should we do that now? We're going to have to come back around to go to there. So let's jump on the hill first and see if we're going down south. The answer is no. So we made the right decision there. Wow. That's really out by itself. That's not very good at all. Right, so let's travel back. I inspected the mysterious overgrown stone statue. The skillful crafted eyes seemed to stare at us. Its presence felt uncomfortable, and I desired to move on. I saw a few items by the statue. They must have been put there by the natives of this region, presumably in an attempt to appease the gods. What you got? What you got? What you got? We've got jewels and horns. Awesome. We took what we could use from the sacrificial offerings, which is everything, and we are moving on straight away. So, do we jump up onto that hill now? I fear we're not going to see a lot because of the mountains, but let's do it. We've got the buff. We might as well use it. Wow, and that pretty much writes off that region. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to the other side of it and look at the old camp. We found an old campsite. It must have been here for a long time. All the bones we found had been cracked open and, as it seemed, sucked dry. I was sure we would find something valuable here. We spread out and searched the area. We were delighted to see that one of the corpses was still clinging to valuable equipment. And we have, cocoa leaves, which the cultist loves, and some machetes, which we also have. So that's only one taken up. We're going to be moving down, I fear. Let's pop ourselves on this hill and see if we can see a little bit down south. Yeah, right. So that region is completely off limits. We're probably going to find a cave somewhere. That's probably our cave. That's probably our cave. So let's go back and see what's on offer here. It's a village. Okay. Oh, they're not happy with us already. Cool. Today we reached a village. This group was a clan of well-trained warriors. We were not the only visitors in this village. A wandering trader and self-proclaimed beastmaster had set up a few mysteriously covered crates. Oh. Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to be allowed to rest in the village. Should we try and recruit? I sat down and spoke with the natives to find out if some villagers were willing to join the trek. However, all of the villagers refused to join our expedition. They simply did not trust us enough. Okay, that's fine. The atmosphere was beginning to get somewhat tense. We could tell that the villagers wanted us to leave. Okay, so let's check out the Beastmaster. I greeted the Beastmaster. This trader seemed to roam the area to catch some of the wildest local wildlife. He welcomed us and presented his selection of beasts locked away in massive wooden cages. So we could buy a hyena, but we have to give him 5 hyena teeth, or beast teeth, which we don't have. So that ends that. It was obvious. Okay, yeah. Is this going down every time we do this? It is. Okay, we'll trade then. What do you have, people? You have golden earrings. Ah, you have animal teeth. Okay, so how much would 5 animal teeth cost? A shed load. Okay, what about if I gave you bullets? Jewels? Trumpets? Dynamite? Lots of dynamite? Lots of dynamite. Okay, Dynamite. Berries? 2 berries? No, not 2 berries. 1 berry and 5 teeth. That'll do. That'll do. I settled on a deal with the villagers. Right, let's go back to the Beastmaster. Yes, we know. And we'll have a hyena, thank you. He accepted our offer and handed us a chained hyena. It seemed to have taken quite some beating recently, and with the help of the chain, we might be able to keep it under control. Okay, now we've really upset them, haven't we? Right, we're going to go. I told the men to pack up and headed out as new adventures awaited us. The villagers stared at me as I departed. The following days, I felt that something was following me out there. Awesome. Murray the hyena! Brilliant. Let's promote Jerusha. And let's eat these cocoa. Let's eat the red berries first and then the cocoa leaves. Cool. That worked well. Right, so. I don't know if it's worth just sort of coming in this direction. It looks like we're going to be blocked off and we're going to have to go here. And that's probably going to be... It's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. And we'll be up on the hill. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Oh, geez, look at all these. Sorry. There we go. That's where we're moving. A cave. Right, so. Oh, a gorilla. Well, we've got 5 torches, so let's explore the cave. We found a cave. It seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We required a torch to explore its secrets. No, let's not do this. I've fallen for this before. A group of native warriors appeared seemingly out of nowhere. They must have been following me since I left their village. Their leader was furious about my actions and demanded that I pay tribute in compensation. I haven't done anything. I'm just stood outside a cave. I won't deny your tribute. That's right. You get out of here. You go. I managed to somehow calm them down and make peace with them. They finally left me alone again. Okay, didn't make too much peace with them. I've got a feeling if I don't check this out, we're going to pay for it because that's probably going to be one of these things to put the pyramid up. No, it's another cave. Okay. Okay, let's travel down to this one next. Right, there's one. So we found one. We approached a huge structure that partially seemed to be made out of pure gold. We found some kind of mechanism on one of its sides. With some time, we would probably be able to activate it. However, what would happen upon activation remained a mystery. So we're going to activate the seal. After a long day, we were able to activate the mysterious mechanism. All of a sudden, a huge beam of light emerged from the seal. Cool. Oh, so we have to find the one. That is cool. That is cool. I was thinking we might have to do 2. Okay, well, that takes the pressure off. So we might as well start exploring the caves. One of them is bound to lead us in that direction, and we know where we're going to now. We found a cave. Its opening led deep into the darkness. We required a torch to uncover its secrets. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We arrived at a small cavern filled with the remains of what seemed to be a failed expedition. The few mortal remains were long rotten. To our surprise, some of the rotting crates still had some valuable equipment. So let's loot. Ooh! A golden coin, more machetes, and some jewels. And we can afford to take all those. Awesome. Let's drink one more whiskey and go back to this cave. We might have to take the long route round. Unless this is a shortcut. Here's hoping. We approached a cave. It seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We needed a torch to uncover its secrets, so let's use another torch. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We were surprised to see that this was just the entrance to a long underground tunnel, so let's explore the tunnel. We marched through the darkness of the tunnel. I was relieved when we saw a beam of light shining from the exit. Well, what do you know? What do you know? And we're surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4 question marks, some butterflies, a tiger. Wow, we should be alright here. We should be alright. What's the best way to do this? Okay. What's the best way to do this? Right, we'll loop around to this one, then to that one. We'll blow through a dynamite through the hole, and then to this one, and then we'll come up past the pyramid if we're still in one piece. Come to this one, and then come back again. I'm not too fussed by the butterflies because you don't really get a lot off them. So let's risk moving 10 without having to drink anything. And we have a camp. We found an old campsite, the remains of an expedition that had failed long before us. The few mortal remains were long rotten and overgrown by a voracious plant life. I was certain there was something to find here. We spread out and searched the area. To our surprise, one of the rotten crates still had some valuable equipment. Cool. More machetes and more cocoa leaves, so we'll take all of those. Now, because we've got the cultist, is it worth me drinking the whiskey and keeping the cocoa leaves? Because we get the boost with Jerusha, which we don't get with the alcohol. So, I suppose it does really. So let's do that. 20 to take us to there. Okay, and then we'll use a dynamite on that and move to there and explore the cenote. A long forgotten pathway led to a small patch of grass by the pond. It was so deep that we could not see the bottom. Look into the well at night. Let's do that. I told everyone to settle down and waited until the moon's rays illuminated the water. All of a sudden, a ghost materialized, floating over the water surface. He told us about an undiscovered region surrounded by huge mountains. It was said that due to its isolated location, the region was still host to prehistoric animals. We made sure to mark the location for our next expedition. After this miraculous occurrence, the spirit disappeared into thin air, and we'll wait until dawn. After a rather uncomfortable night, we were ready to head out again as new adventures waited for us. Awesome. So that means we're going to have something interesting on the next expedition. Let's drink another one. Yeah, we can get away with another one. Get ourselves to there. And we'll explore it, but we don't need to wait, do we? We arrived at a magnificent waterfall. It was an awe-inspiring sight. The water was fresh and cool. We'll leave. We shall leave. Okay, well, we're definitely going to go to this question mark. I was just hovering because we've got this question mark here and this question mark here, which we could get to. I think we've got plenty of time before our rivals get up to number 1. But we are 1,000 ahead. So with the points we get from becoming first, it means that we're still going to be in there with a shot. And we're doing awfully well at the moment. I don't really want to jinx it too much. So let's drink a couple. I want to come this way around to that and avoid the tiger altogether. And it's a shrine, so we'll hit the shrine and then we'll get out of dodge. We arrived at a long-forgotten shrine. It was a bold testament to the power of its creators. The portal had led within an eminent and eerie chill. The structure showed some big cracks, but it seemed safe enough to explore, so let's get in there. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. It was a truly awe-inspiring sight. An altar flooded by light throned its centre. Wow, so we've got a moonstone, which we're going to need. We have voodoo dolls that can bring bad luck upon your rivals. Can only be used once as it has to be burned in fire. And a golden owl head. Well, we accumulate bullets as we go. We can always give up the bullets. I don't really want to be using any more of these because we can take these on the next expedition. But we can sell these. So, marked bullets. Extra bullets. I think it's the marked bullets we pick up, isn't it? So let's get rid of the extra bullets. Let's take that and that. I'm not too fussed by the voodoo doll. I don't think I want to drop anything else either. So that'll do. That'll do. I would not leave empty-handed. We took the artifact from the altar. The moment we obtained the treasure, the earth began to shake wildly. We hurried outside as the shrine was swallowed by the earth and huge mountains erupted from the ground. That's alright, we can still get to where we need to go. And straight down to the pyramid. The majestic golden pyramid rose above its environment, overcoming all obstacles we had yet survived. Yeah, you got the same saying every time, haven't you? Man's moral fibre is giving way under the influence of luxury. Let's enter the pyramid. After weeks of travelling, euphoria overcame me. I knew that this name, Johan Huizinga, I'm sure I'm not saying that right, will be forever remembered. And cool, that is Expedition 4 done and dusted. Unscathed, one would say. And we're rocking it still. We are rocking it still. So brave. So brave. Right, so what do we get to choose now? We have Heavy Carrier, gain 2 additional inventory slots. Desert Explorer, reduce movement costs in deserts, that's useful. Ruffian, receives an additional attack die. So we have attack dice with him. Yeah, I suppose an attack die would be good. So that's the only one we're missing. Reduce movement in deserts. Inventory. No, we'll go with the attack die. Huzzah! Huzzah. So kind of you. So we are still almost 1,000 ahead, which isn't too shabby at all. We don't have a lot of funds though. So we have to play it carefully here. I think we should sell everything. I'd rather have the funds to spend on the next expedition. When we're this far ahead, it seems silly to gift them at the moment. And we're going to keep the moonstone because we need moonstones to get open the later pyramids. So we'll keep that. And yeah, so we are just short of 1,000 ahead still. So we should be good. We should be good. And next time we have the Strange Drylands, the Wahumi Jungle, and the Unforgiving Prehistoric Lands, which is what we found, I believe. But that's usually your end level. Buried Golden Pyramid, a Golden Pyramid, buried Golden Pyramid, a Golden Pyramid. We might do the Drylands. There's something different. Yeah, I don't want to be going there and sort of killing myself when I'm so close. We definitely don't need the extra fame. Yeah, but we'll talk about that on the next one anyway. So thanks for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. It's always appreciated. And I shall catch you on the next one. Take it easy.